Alright guys, welcome back. I'm trying something a little new today. I'm going to try to record me in the process of making a Farcry 5 map. This will serve as a kind of tutorial to maybe like get better at building maps in Far Cry 5, and at the same time this is just kind of a little bit of a genuine episode here. I'm trying to make my content as variety as possible. But anyway, right now I am in the process of making a suburban city, and we are going to right now be lining up these sidewalks so that way when I am done lining them up, I can put in the asphalt, and the sidewalks here kind of serve as like a how could I put this? Like a line to trace on for when I'm putting down the concrete. I think I grabbed too much sidewalks there. Yeah, I grabbed too much sidewalks there because they're going into the ground here. In fact, I should get rid of these two as well. But anyway, I'm gonna be doing this in parts. So, yay. Yeah, I'm doing this in parts because it's going to be too long. My max recording space is 30 minutes, but that's okay because I'm not really big about actually recording over hours long. I would rather stream if it's going to take that long, if you get what I'm saying. But anyway, we're lining up the sidewalks here. Also, it does make me a little bit angry that the sidewalks can't match up well here. Wait, hold on, I'm gonna try something. Okay, I'm gonna try to line these sidewalks up. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab these ones right here, and I'm gonna line them up here. I'm gonna get rid of them, but it's kind of like a little tracer here for the sidewalks. Okay, and then I'm gonna move them this way. Move them this way. Okay, I need to keep it lined up with that sidewalk right there. Okay, good. Alright, and then I guess I can put one like right there. It's gonna lag out a little bit, but hopefully it's not gonna stay that way. And then basically I can just go ahead and grab these sidewalks right here, and then I can put them on this sidewalk, and then bam. Oh, sticking out a little bit there. Ah, it'll be fine. I can just scoot it in a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so basically I'm just completely deleting that one. Looks like I'm gonna have to create another little sidewalk for right here. And then I'm gonna have to move this one backwards, which is fine. I'm planning this episode to be around 27 minutes long. So, I mean, okay, well, you can already tell by what the length of the video is. But yeah, this is just gonna be chill. That's why I have like a pretty monotone voice here. I don't have an absolutely wonderful microphone, so I don't have an absolute wonderful microphone. Oh, why is this like this? This isn't supposed to be like this. Okay, well now that's fixed. Then I can now put down the yeah. Alright, I'm gonna scoot the camera in a little bit more, so that way I can kind of like see where the concrete is actually being like filled in here. If you can tell that I'm moving the camera in and out kind of, it's so that way it actually perfectly follows, because if it gets too far out, then it'll just like wait until it gets to the top of the screen and then it'll start following it, but it stays at the top of the screen here like that, and I can't really see what's going on. You see, it's not that difficult, but I don't really like to make mistakes a whole lot if I can easily prevent them. So like I'm just like spamming the right analog stick to keep up with the texture here while I'm placing it, and we're making good progress here. I started late because I knew it'd take a while before I started making progress, but yeah, this is looking like a good town here. Have a bigger house here 3 smaller, like, cabin houses here. I'm gonna see if I can maybe fit 4 to 6 really small houses in here. If not, 4 medium to big size houses there. I'm gonna get, like, maybe some kind of mini park here. And then I'm gonna have, like, a bunch of buildings in here. Maybe a couple stores. Maybe even a church. I'm gonna have a barn out here. I already got most of the mountains here all covered and ready. I might mess with them a little bit, but I highly doubt it. This is probably going to be in a bunch of parts. I'm not going to worry too much about this series getting done because it's not like a really important thing. In fact, I'm just kind of like playing around with this right now. But yet again, this might turn out well. I might actually do the barn out here first. Okay, so I need to move this path back because this is not going to be at all enough room. And I also might need to delete most of the mountain because it's, well, by most I mean like around here, kind of. Okay, so I'm not even going to bother looking for a barn, so I'm just going to go ahead and search it. Yeah, alright. I'm gonna go for like an opened barn here, of course. Can I find one without a fence? Seems like I'm not. So instead, let's see if I can find another barn. This one's all closed up. Alright, let's try this one. The placement here is going to be... Oh, there's more. Okay, there's more. Okay, stalls opened. This is going to be good. I can actually have animals if I do this one. Okay, so I'm going to, like, put it right here, so there's plenty of room around it. Right in the middle here. I'm going to be placing fences and all that. So, yeah, that'll be fun. I'm probably going to cut that out for you if I do work on it this episode. Basically, if I'm going to be doing a bunch of tiny object placing, I'm probably going to cut that kind of stuff out, you know? So that way it'll be, like, less pain for you guys. Not only that, it would be pretty boring anyway, so there's, like, no point of even, like, getting all that stuff, but, looks pretty good inside there. Alright, so, what am I gonna look for? Okay, let's try a, silo, like a farm silo here. Not an explosive one. I'm gonna go for one that could give you an advantage point. Yeah, an advantage point. Okay, so a good placement for this would be, like, right here. Yeah, would be, like, right there. I'm gonna make the grain pile, like, over there, because I'm not gonna have the fence on that side. Because what I'm gonna do right here is that I'm gonna have the fence, like, right there, and it's gonna connect there. And you're gonna have to go, like, around the barn to get in here, and then get up, blah, 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 so on and so on. Okay. We got that all set up. Alright, now let's search for, don't really want to go for a fence here. You know what? I might just do the fencing. Yeah, I'm just gonna do the fence. It's not gonna take a super long time. The hard part is actually going to be finding the fence that I need instead of, like, a bridge fence. Animal cover. Oh, that one looks good. It kind of looks a little weird. Is there any more that possibly look better? Like, maybe? Oh, I'm not getting the barbed wire fences, that's for sure. Ooh, I could use these ones. These are red. Yeah, but it's more of a civilian. Is there any, like, like farm style picket fences, kind of like these. Actually, these look really good. Yeah, these are looking good. This one's really long too, so this ain't gonna be like really tedious to place and all that. Okay, I'm gonna slow down the camera here, so that way I don't like fly when I'm like using it. I was gonna have it like right here, but I guess instead I'm gonna have it right here. Okay, I'm gonna try to line it up as best as I can. Okay, I got my camera perfectly lined up there. Okay, actually instead I'm gonna line it up with the barn. That would probably be a much more smarter decision. Okay, I have... Oh wow, that kind of really just went into place, didn't it? Not only that, I turned it the right way. Yes. Okay, so we're doing good. We're doing good. All right, put it right up against the silo here. I'm gonna put it in a little bit to make sure it's actually against the silo. I'm gonna have the fence coming out like a lot, so that way there's like plenty of space. And I'm gonna copy and paste all this stuff. The lighting up part is going to be like the hardest part here, I guess. If I had to like guess here what would be the hardest part. I was wondering why it wasn't picking up the other fence there. I might delete some fences because I'm not going to have a super massive like yard here because I don't want to put in that much garbage. In fact, I'm probably going to delete like to there. Yeah, that's about right. Alright, now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take that, but I'm going to do something smart. So that way I know it's lined up well. I'm going to turn this to a 90 degrees. Not 93, 90. So that way it is perfectly a right angle compared to this fence. So that way I can line them up and they look good. Okay, I'm trying to make sure nothing like goes through there. Ah, look at how good that looks. It's nice on when everything lines up like that. Okay, so we're going to continue moving this. Now, I will obviously like to keep in mind when making this that I cannot just go for looks. I always got to keep gameplay in mind. You always want to keep gameplay in mind. Because if you don't do that, then your map is going to be lackluster for gameplay and it will look real nice, but it won't play out fun and it'll just be tedious, annoying to navigate and all that, you know? That's why when you're doing maps like this, where it's like a residential area, you want to steer clear of like making it hilly in general, because then you can really like show gameplay along with design. The design will be rocking, but so will the gameplay. You always want to keep gameplay in mind. I don't know why I highlighted that, because I'm going to bring it over here, and I'm going to do the exact same thing, but this time it's going to be a perfect 180 degrees. So that way, that's minus 164, not 180. Alright, as you can see, it's not perfectly lined up with the barn here from this perspective, but it obviously is. I don't know what I mean by obviously. I literally was just talking about how it was, like, lined up and all that when, like, it didn't look like it. Never mind. But anyway, the process here is doing good. I am waiting to add vegetation last, because you want to get all this stuff down, because if you put the vegetation first, then if you want to add something later, or like detail, or like another area, then the vegetation will probably be in your way, and you'll be sitting there deleting it when you could have already had started working on that new area. Now, I copy and pasted too much again. My perception of the size of these fences is very off, but that's okay, because it seems like this one goes around. And I'm actually going to just delete that one right there. I'm going to grab these two fences over here. There we go. Oh, I guess I only grabbed that one. Well, it's alright, because I need to turn it anyway. Okay, there we go. I finally picked it back up. Okay, now we're going to be doing another perfect 180 angle. And bam! Alright. We are absolutely decimating the time here. I was expecting for this to take so much more time. But no, we're doing good on time right now. We're doing good. We're doing good. We're getting the barn done. Hell, I think we might even get the barn done, like, before the episode comes to an end here. Instead of doing all that turning bull crap, I'm just going to grab the fence from over there, and I'm going to bring it to an end here. Now, I'm going to leave a tiny crack here, and I'm going to make sure it's big enough. It probably is. But, absolutely perfect. I'm going to leave a little opening there, and you can see I just used the spawn point as a reference if I could get through there or not. That is a good idea, and honestly, I think you should use it. If you are trying to design something kind of like on how I was, and you want to be really specific, I would suggest using a spawn point as reference for how big the hole is, so that way you can make sure you can actually fit through it. I personally think that is an absolute wonderful idea, but at the same time, you are kind of wasting a little bit of time, but you would waste way more time going back and having to keep changing it. So, obviously, the fence is too big here, so I'm gonna have to merge it a little bit. And since I can't get a good reference, I'm gonna move the pivot point, which is, in this game, the definition of pivot point would be where you grab the object, and I moved it to the different side of the object. And bam, now that's closed off. Now, this is an outside area, this is all inside, and you always want, like, the structure support of the actual fence on the inside, not the outside, because having a fence is supposed to keep the outside separate from the inside. So, yeah, blah 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 blah. But honestly, I guess in very few situations, in some very specific situations, you could have the fence inside out and it would look okay. But honestly, if you want to try it, go ahead. But it will probably not look good, because that's not how the fence is supposed to be, obviously. But yeah, we got two entrances, one back here, one right here. Alright, so right now we are done with the farm. We don't want to deck out areas until we are done. Kind of like how I put a garage here and a building here, but it has no windows, no doors, no glass, no furniture, and I have the garage here locked off. And I am contemplating whether or not if I'm going to have some houses closed and the others opened, or if I'm going to have all of them opened. Which I might not do, because then that will be less work, and honestly, it would feel more, how could I put this? Not more interactive. It would just feel more guided. You get what I'm saying by that? Because if I kind of had everything open, yeah, it would feel open, but at the same time, it would kind of be like too open. It would be too open, and it would feel weird, you know? But anyway, we're back to the houses. We got the farm. Oh, I should probably get the dirt path right here really quickly to this actual farm area here. And bam, just like that. In fact, it's almost the width of the entrance. That's pretty nice, actually. We're gonna have it go up to the entrance right there. Bam. Alright, good. We did good on that. Okay, now we're back to the neighborhood. I'm gonna get like a 5 to 10 minutes here on the neighborhood. And then I'm gonna close the episode, but that's alright, because we made great progress with this. But anyway, houses. Okay, so longhouses is not what I want here at all. I might go for an abandoned house here that looks bad, but you aren't going to be able to access it. It's going to be like an abandoned type of house. And that's, I'm gonna go for a white type of house. I'm gonna go for a house that's white, because then it will match the next door neighbor's house. But I'm gonna do a small one. This isn't really small, but it looks good, so we're gonna do it. Bam. Now, I could have a garage there, but oh yeah, no, this would be a better side. Oh, went in the ground there. Now, that house is going to have a better garage than this one, because this one's all beat up and old and all that. This one's gonna be furnished. Also, does this have a floor? Does this have like a concrete floor? I hope it does, cause yeah. I'm gonna try not to shove the roof into the house here, and just to make sure I did not do that, I'm having some difficulties here. It seems like I did exactly that, and not only that, it seems like it's gonna be in the way of the window here. So, to fix this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the garage out more, and instead I am going to have a little tiny alley in between there and the garage. Now, one thing I'm going to want to do is line up this with the house to make it look nice and symmetrical. Now, that looks pretty symmetrical, right? Maybe just a tad bit more. Yeah, okay, that's symmetrical. Alright, so now that it's symmetrical, we're good. Okay. I'm gonna quickly move it up. Okay, so it seems it does not actually have a floor, which is not good, but I am sure I can probably find something to use as a floor for this. In fact, I have an idea. I'm gonna kind of go bare bones here, and platforms, and I can, ooh, that's a little bit too big. I'll have to use a thick one instead of a flat one, because yeah, they're absolutely massive. But, is there one that's just gonna eventually be just wide enough for this? Okay, that's too big. Okay, I think I'm just gonna go with this one, and I'll just have to like put it inside itself, which is okay. Okay, I have to make sure it's like absolutely okay. There, so it's like absolutely gorgeously above the ground, but it's not gonna cause like any difficulties. Okay, so I'm gonna have to get in the corner here so I can actually see what I am doing. Okay, I got it lined up with the walls. In fact, I'm gonna bring it forward a little bit because of this wall right here. And it's all nicely lined up. Mwah. Beautiful. Okay, and before we start copying it, I'm going to change the texture. Okay, this is gonna be my only like frame of reference here. Okay, so we're gonna want to do some kind of like concrete here. Concrete polished. Oh yes, sorry for cracking my fingers into the microphone there. The polish looks pretty good. Let's go with this. Actually, yeah, that looks pretty nice. Okay. Let's line it up with this wall. Okay, looks nice and lined up. Okay, now I accidentally messed it up a little bit on this one. Okay. Close enough. I mean, there's no way someone's gonna just sit there and just look at it. And because I said something now, probably someone's gonna do that, so. Okay, now this is the hard part. Because it's at the end here. So I'm gonna have to, like, get in the corner here to make sure it's all nice and good. Okay, so this one's gonna be difficult. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna place it down. Okay, and it's not... Oh, it's sticking out majorly. Oh, I thought I had way more space than that. Okay, so now that it's not sticking out, I'm gonna move the pivot point to here. And bam! Done. Okay, and since I moved the pivot point with that one, I'm gonna copy this one. Move the pivot point. In fact, I actually lined that one up pretty well there. Okay, cause the thing, okay, yeah, I forgot to explain this, but in Far Cry 5, if you move the pivot point and then copy and paste it, because you moved the pivot point, it is now going to paste the copy in a different spot, which is on the new pivot point. Also, where did my floor go? Okay, this is not good. So now I'm gonna have to delete it, because for some reason it has gone into the ground, and now I'm going to have to redo that. But it's okay, because I can just do that. Okay, nope. Accidentally moved the pivot point on the garage. I'm not moving it anyway, so we're good. Alright, now it's all lined up. Alright. One of my other hopes is that the textures are not going to spasm out when the game has started. But, yeah, that's all we're doing for this episode. And we got pretty far. We got the barn done. We got more roads out. And yeah, we did pretty well. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you like and subscribe if you like my content and you want to see more. Don't worry, I'm going to be streaming my Detroit Become Human tomorrow around 6 to 8. I hope you guys have a nice rest of your morning, day, night, whenever you're watching this. And like always, see ya!